I don't know about you, but before I actually read the thing, I would hear nothing but negativity for The Cursed Child, and I didn't understand why, because if you're a Harry Potter fan, wouldn't you want more of the story? Hear what happens next? See where time takes your favorite characters? So I read it, and I can see why there was such a negative reaction. But the biggest problem with The Cursed Child wasn't stupid plot points or even the fact that they lost the essence of what endeared the story and the characters to the audience. It's that they did what most every scriptwriter in the last decade has done. They forgot to write something new. And when I say something new, I mean the overarching plot of the story. Nearly a decade after the original Harry Potter series was completed, we get a new book, and now Voldemort is a problem again. Ron and Hermione are back in a will they or won't they situation. Harry's contribution to the Wizarding Society is up in the air. What? Each of these points were issues that were developed, explored, and concluded in the 7-book series. Why are they up for debate again? The answer is retconning. Retroactive continuity, where previously established events or facts are overwritten or altered, and it's a tool writers have been leaning on way too often. There are a couple reasons why this story isn't up to snuff, not the least being the fact that it wasn't actually written by J.K. Rowling. A classic mistake is thinking Person A is capable of capturing the same magic as Person B would have. Person A might be able to create their own masterpiece, but it's not going to be what Person B would have created. And the most disappointing realization is that sometimes Person A and Person B are the same individual, just with many, many years in between. When a writer sits down with the intention of continuing a story, whether they were the original author or not, the most glaring hint that they had zero ideas is when they take what was already established, often the most absolute fundamental truth, and they undo it for the sake of having something to talk about again. In The Cursed Child, the story once again relies on the threat of Voldemort coming to power. Oh, but that's because the time turners were used to create an alternate reality. It doesn't matter. The point is, The Cursed Child is a story that can only be told by undoing much, if not all, of the original story. Why is that a big deal, you ask? Well, for starters, it's lazy writing, and one of my biggest pet peeves. In addition to revealing the fact that the author of the sequel had no new ideas, it also completely wastes the time of the reader. You take a story, whether it's a movie or a book, that fans have invested time and interest in, and you say, you know that thing that you spent hours and hours reading and you knew inside and out and it won the hearts of millions? Well, haha, never mind, it didn't happen, and oh, by the way, continue watching because now we're going to do a feeble attempt at resolving problems that were previously wrapped up perfectly. It's a terrible tactic writers should avoid. I understand what they may have been thinking. Writers, studios, production companies know what success looks like. They've seen it before, they've tasted it, they want to capture lightning in a bottle again. The problem is you can't take the same lightning in the same bottle and expect a new wave of success. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is not the only franchise that's fallen into this trap. Many franchises have retconned storylines to make writing sequels an easier task. But it's a double-edged sword having fans. On one hand, you have a dedicated audience ready to give their full attention, and on the other hand, you've created your own limitations with the rules of the original story. Fans fall in love with the lore, and when someone tries to rewrite a story, ignoring established facts, you immediately find yourself in front of an audience who are all thinking, "What?" It's an uphill battle. Rather than erasing or altering past storylines, creators should embrace the challenge of working within an established continuity. Continuity is what makes a story feel like a living, breathing entity. By respecting the original stories, writers can create new storylines that resonate more deeply with audiences. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.